everyone, welcome to my channel on this cold Canadian fall morning. But it is very nice out and it's early morning and no one's here because I am going to fly this new Beta 95X version 2. This thing is so popular on YouTube. If you do a bunch of searches on YouTube for the Beta 95X, especially the V2 version 2 here, you'll see an awful lot of videos and an awful lot of cool videos with people having a lot of fun because it's very light. It's called a pusher drone because it pushes air down and, you know, the drone flies up. It's made for flying in and out and under and around little objects. So it's very tiny. Look at my little camera. I've got a little, you know, what is that thing called? That's Insta360 GO on the front, little camera. It doesn't come with it. I just happen to have one. It does come with the mount though, and it also comes with the mount for a GoPro. So you can put a GoPro on here, but a naked GoPro. A naked GoPro is a GoPro that you tear apart and you just keep the main electronics for video. Now the version that was sent to me is an analog version, entirely analog. So analog camera, everything on it is all analog. So I can fly this with my Fat Sharks here and my, whoa, get over here, the Radio Master TX16X. That's what I'm going to use, and it should fly no problem. So it also comes in a digital form, which makes it a little bit more expensive. So below this video, you're gonna find links to this version and the more expensive digital version. Now for me, a guy that likes to fly around the park here, I probably don't need the digital version because for me, digital is like I'm flying really fast. I wanna see things before they whack me in the face, or I wanna fly really far. But this is made just to get some cinematic footage just around your local area. So I'm going to take it out right now. I'm just going to show you it flying. I'll put on my little hat here with the camera on top, show you it flying, and then I'll put on my little goggles and fly around the area. Here we go. I don't know what it is, but every time I come out in the morning, I get these seagulls that always want to attack my little quads. This guy over here. Go away, 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 away. All right, first thing I'm going to do is turn on my radio here so that it's all ready to capture a signal. Now the great thing with a 4-cell battery, a 4S battery, is you get an awful lot of power. Arm the motors, and let's go up. There we go. Let's go find that seagull. That's what it looks like from underneath. Going forward. You can see you can fly very slow with this thing. So here I'm going to bring it over and land it back this way. And then we will take it for a flight. Let's pick it up, kill switch, and caught it. All right, so let's go for a flight. All right, so here we go. I'm going to fly around these structures out here. There's nobody out here at the moment, so this is perfect. Get the Fat Sharks on. See the image. The image looks pretty decent. All right, so let's take it over here. Go through that nicely. Go through here. See a hole over here. Let's go through there. Let's go up here, down here. Go through that. Let's see what else we can go through. So this little pusher drone is just designed to like go through anything you see. Go through, under, around, whatever you want. You can go slow or you can go fast. You can go up. And you can go around things up top. Not bad. Let's go a little faster. Now, no review would be complete without having me try to fly this fast through objects, and there we go. I didn't crash, surprisingly. And I will say I was quite surprised that this tiny little quad actually moves as fast as it does, because the camera, just by default, is almost pointing straight forward. So it's not on an angle like a rocket racing FPV quad. It's really designed just like a Cine Whoop, very slow. But it moves quite fast, and here I slow it down so I can go around the objects in the sand. No issue whatsoever. If you want to pretend you're a little fly and just flying around and filming things, well, this is pretty much what this is. It's really simple, and yes, I can chase the seagulls with it. I have tried. There we go, I'm chasing them away. It's really good, and look at this, fast speed, going under objects, really good. Now I want to show you this. This is what I see in my Fat Sharks. This is not the Insta360 GO camera. This is what I see in my Fat Sharks. Now, if you fly FPV, you know that what you see in your Fat Sharks looks way better than what the Fat Sharks will record. This is a recording from the Fat Sharks, and it actually looks pretty good, so you can just imagine how good it looks inside the Fat Sharks. The video transmission from this tiny drone flying low to the ground is actually exceptional. Probably one of the best on the market. It is really good. You can fly at a distance and not get a lot of interference. Here, I'm going to land it, bring it down, because I'm going to go to another location over by the school. Now, it was a weekend when I was flying, so nobody was in school, so I thought, hey, what if I go through all these little items near the side of the school? That's pretty cool. And of course, if I want to fly over to the garden that's around the school, I can fly around that. And here I'm going to show you, I'll just take it up in the air a little bit to fly over the tops of the buildings. No problem with this drone. It has a lot of power. Look at that. I'm up in the air fast, coming down. Not an issue whatsoever. Here's the structure outside of the school, and I'm just buzzing around it because this thing is so small. It wants to go under and around things and through things. Alright, so it's time to take this little quad to a different location to fly. So I'm going to take it to my neighborhood because, what better, fly it up and down my street. So here we go, going up and down the street. Right now I'm going really slow because I'm just testing it out. I don't want to freak anybody out, make sure nobody's around. It's early morning again. And I'm going to fly it over my house. You'll see right here, we're going to go over my house. No problem bringing it up. If you want to inspect your roof, use this quad as a roof inspector. No issues there. You can get really close to your roof if you had to. And if you want to fly down your street, not a problem there. You can move down the street nicely. You can even do freestyle with this. It doesn't have a problem doing freestyle, even though it's a pusher drone. It's kind of interesting. A lot of people have flown this and they're quite surprised with it. Watch other reviews on YouTube and you're going to see how impressed all of them are flying this little quad. It just looks like a tiny little hunk of plastic, but it is so versatile in what you can do with it. It's really, really good. Now, I do want to try to fly under my truck, and I've tried it several times, and in the video here you're seeing me do it several other times, but I had no success. So here I try to go under my truck and I get stuck in the tire, so I just keep on pushing on the throttle up and down until I break it free. And then I'm going to try to fly under the truck, but no. Even though I've got like 11 inches of clearance, nope, I'm banging into everything. So I thought, hey, I gotta get this. So let's try it again. I'll try it one more time, and guess what happens? I actually get stuck. All right, somehow I've got this stuck under my truck here. Been there someplace. There. Do you see it? Right here. Stuck right on the axle. There we go. The eye is looking at you. So what did you think of this little BetaFPV 95X quad pusher drone cinematic filming thing? You know, if I had a naked GoPro to put on the top, you know, like with the GoPro just torn to pieces and stuck on top, it would have been pretty cool because that's a different type of 4K you can get. But the video I showed you was, I showed you some video coming right through the analog camera, so that was recorded in my Fat Sharks, and I showed you some video that was recorded with the little Insta360 GO up here. So you got to see the difference between those two cameras. Now obviously you can put any type of camera you want on this. It's very powerful. It will lift a lot. And if you put a full-size GoPro on here, it will actually lift that because it's extremely powerful, this pusher drone. It just means that it's going to like give you a little bit less maneuverability if you have a lot of weight on it, but you can still fly through things, no problem. So I'm going to put links below to where you can find this here quad drone on the BetaFPV website. It's not very expensive, the analog version like I have here. And the entire kit comes with the kit if you want an Insta360 or a different camera, or you want to put a naked GoPro. They include everything in the kit. So you get everything all in one. It's pretty decent. All right, you're going to see the unboxing next, and you'll actually see what comes in the box and what you actually get. But for now, I'm going to say, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it very much. And I'm off to get a coffee. And if you have questions on this baby, just post them below and I'll get back to you. Watch the unboxing. See you in the next video. Bye. And now a super quick unboxing of the Beta 95X. With the cover off the box, this is what you get. So let's pull out the drone right here. It's actually upside down. It goes this way. And I'll put that aside just so I can show you what else comes in the box. So you get this big goodie box of packages here. Inside, looking really quick, you can see you have spare props in here. You also get, just in case you want to take a That's probably pretty noisy. Hang on a sec. Just in case you want to take a GoPro, let me pull everything out here. You could chop up a GoPro, like a GoPro Hero 6, like I've got one over here. I could take this GoPro Hero 6, take the cover off, the back off, and just use the minimal features. And then it gives you this naked GoPro covering right here. You got the pieces of plastic right there, plus some more props, plus a screwdriver, plus an Allen wrench. And you also get circuit board, just in case you take it apart, and the circuit board will allow you to configure everything so you can record video. Finally, you get a BetaFPV card with QR codes on the back that will take you to the knowledge base and the manuals for this here drone. Now let's do a quick weighing of our little quad down here. So what are we at? 100 grams. Let's add a battery. This is probably the recommended battery right here, so I'm just going to toss that on top. What are we up to? 157 grams, and if you put an Insta360 right here, toss that on. Well, we're under 250, 175 grams. So you can see this drone is a very odd shape. It is a very popular drone. It's called a pusher drone. The reason they call it a pusher drone is because you see the props are reversed, like the motors should look like this, but actually it's like this. So the wind is blown down and it's a pusher. It pushes itself off the ground. So yeah, they call these pusher drones, and they're quite popular because they're very cinematic. If you put a camera up front, just the way they're designed, the balance. And this one here has the center of balance. Well, the center of balance is right here, obviously, with the battery, and you have your little camera, which is very light at the front, and it all balances itself so that it's very nice. In the front of the quad right here, you can see it's an EOS 02 micro FPV camera. It's very tiny. It's pretty good in the goggles. It looks pretty good, and your signal at the back is going to fly out. Your video signal flies out. I think it goes at like 350 milliwatts. So that's going to give you a range of just under a kilometer, maybe 600, 700 meters flight range with this, using the existing little stubby antenna here. If you want to go farther, change this antenna. These little guys are designed more for cinematic video, low to the ground, in and out through things, so you're not really flying too far with them. You can see on the front this dampening system right here to take vibrations out of your camera. So for me, I just have the Insta360, and it just slides in there nicely like this. And looks something like that. And you can see the camera angle. If I go from the side here, you can see it's raised up just a little bit. You can pull it back farther just by adjusting, but it's raised very little because they don't want you to fly like this, like racing. So you're going to fly it very slow and a little bit of a tilt, and you'll get your video, and it'll be very smooth and cinematic. And at the very back here, that's your VTX. You can adjust so that you can change your channels and whatnot. I just leave it on the default channel it came on. Now mine came with an XM Plus receiver. You can see the wires coming out right here. I've already bound it to my radio. You can get this with a crossfire if you want to fly really far, but yeah, so XM Plus receiver is probably perfect for what I'm going to use it for. And that concludes my review of the BetaFPV 95X. This is a very popular quad. You'll see it all over YouTube because a lot of people use it because it's under 250 grams and it takes that beautiful, beautiful cinematic video. Now you can either use the Insta360 GO or take your little GoPro Hero 6 or 7, chop it up. It shows you right on the website how to do it. And basically here's your little case, your naked case. Put the remaining parts, fit it on top, and it works out well. If you have any questions on this quad, well then just post them below and I will get back to you. If you'd like to get yourself an Insta360 GO camera, I will see what I can do. Check below, you'll see links to that. I think they might even sell it on the BetaFPV site at a discount, you know, some deal system. And if you want to buy this here, well, this awesome little 95X, the links are below. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you in future videos with many more quads and drone reviews. Take care.